Hi everyone, welcome to this short practice for Earth Day. If you can practice outside, I would highly recommend it. If not, no worries. You can hopefully enjoy some nature sounds with me. So this will be a mat-based practice. You're welcome to do many of these postures using a chair as well. Modify as you need. So we'll sit up nice and tall. If you'd like to have a blanket or a cushion underneath your seat, you're welcome to. I don't have any props today, except for doggy beds, which the boys kind of take those over. So this is Tortilla over here. Baxter is roaming around just behind the camera. You'll probably get to see him soon. So we'll sit up nice and tall. You can roll your shoulders up towards your ears, back and down a few times. And then if it's comfortable, go ahead and close your eyes. Let your shoulders settle. Let your hands rest in your lap. And allow yourself to become a little more grounded as you take an inhale through the nose, fill up the belly, and an exhale through the mouth. Inhale through the nose, fill the belly, and exhale through the mouth when you're ready. One more time on your own, feeling that low and slow breath. And then allow yourself to simply breathe in and out of the nostrils. And let the breath become more smooth and continuous. No rush. Just allowing one breath to flow into the next. If you set intention for this Earth Day, every day is Earth Day, of course, as they say. But if you set an intention, it might go along with the qualities of Earth in Yoga and Ayurveda, which are stability, steadiness, groundedness, nurturing, nourishing, the sense of abundance that the earth offers to us. You can take any of those as your intention for this practice. I got dog hair all over me now. That's okay. All right, you can keep the eyes opened or closed. As you inhale, sweep the arms wide and up overhead. Take in all that good sun energy. And then as you exhale, reach the arms wide and down. We'll take that a couple more times. Inhale, sweep the arms wide and up overhead. Sit bones grounded. Exhale, palms face out, and release wide and down. One more time. Inhale. And exhale. Nice. Inhale, nice and tall. Reach up. Let's side bend over to the right. Place your hand firmly on the ground, on your mat. Reach that opposite arm up and over. Open the chest towards the sky. Breathe here. And on your next inhale, reach up, both arms up, and then we'll side bend to the left. Really plant that hand firmly on your mat. Breathing here. And then let's go from side to side a few times. So on your own time, inhale, exhale, side bend. Just like a reed of grass blowing in the breeze here. You can look around you if you're outside or look out your window. Notice all of those nice spring, signs of spring here. Trees are leafing out. Reach up. And then we'll take the elbows wide. Lift the chest. Sit bones nice and grounded. You can lift the chin a little bit. Squeeze the shoulder blades behind you. Feel that support at the back of the heart as you open the chest towards the sky. Great. And then release. Bring the forearms together, the palms together in front of you. And dip the chin towards the chest. I'll spread between the shoulder blades. Still feel planted in the legs and the seat. Inhale, open wide. And exhale, bring the forearms and the palms together. Inhale, open wide. And exhale, squeeze in. Nice. This time, reach up, release the arms away from each other, and then palms wide and down. Let's take a twist. So inhale, reach up. And then soften the elbows, twist towards your right. Inhale, come back through center, reach up. Exhale, squeeze the belly, twist towards your right. One more time. Inhale and exhale. Let's go ahead and stay here. Release your hands down. Left hand across the body, right fingertips can come behind you to lift yourself up nice and tall. Nice tall spine, just like these trees here, nice and tall. Inhale and exhale. And then let's side bend. Leave your left hand where it is. Side bend over towards your left. And then release that right hand to your left leg and release your left hand. And we'll take this side bend to the other side. Open the chest up. Great. And then we'll take that twist. So left fingertips behind you. Lift up through the chest. Nice and tall spine, like the sturdy, steady trunks of these trees. Inhale and exhale. And then release. Hands to your shins or to your knees. Inhale, lift your chest. And exhale, round your spine. A couple times here as Tortilla sighs and snores. So the spine is nice and strong and steady, stabilizing. It also allows us movement as well. We bend so that we don't break. Great. Sit up nice and tall. And then from here, we'll slide over the shins or shift the legs to one side. And we'll come onto our hands and knees. Again, if you're using a chair, you can stand to the back of your chair and place your hands on the back of the chair or on the seat of the chair and stand up nice and tall. Exhale, round your spine, tuck your chin. Inhale, soften your belly and lift your chest. Easy cat and cow here. Exhale, round. Inhale, soften. Nice. Feel 2 hands, 2 feet, 2 knees, I should say, shins. Very grounded, stable posture here. 4 points of contact. Great. Come back to neutral spine. Extend your right leg behind you, tuck your toes and tighten around that thigh so that you feel steady and strong. And then lift that right leg, toes point down and reach your left arm forward. Back of the neck is long, a little more wobbly now. That's okay. Keep breathing. Inhale. And then you can stay right here or exhale, draw elbow to knee, round. Inhale. And exhale. Just 2 more times. Inhale, spinal balance, and exhale. 1 more time. Inhale and exhale. Nice. Inhale, extend. Stay right here or bend that lifted leg and reach back for toes, ankle, pants, whatever you can find. Kick into that hand, push the floor away and lift your chest. There's always a little bit of movement and balance, so let yourself move, keep breathing. And then release, spinal balance, reach, and then hand and knee back to your mat. Go ahead and widen your knees and send your hips back into child's pose. You can stay a little more lifted or release and extend towards the floor. Inhale into the back body and exhale. Feel the earth beneath you and sink into that support. And when you're ready, we'll come up and do the other side. So hands and knees, underneath shoulders and hips. Extend that left leg behind you, tuck the toes, and then press into your mat. So tighten around that thigh. Lift your low belly. And then lift that left leg, reach your right arm. Spinal balance here. Always welcome to stay right here or take a rest at any time. Inhale here, and then exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, take this 3 more times. So even as we're practicing our balance here, we feel that steadiness of the earth, the floor beneath us, and use that support as we move. Great. Extend here. Find your breath. And then if you choose, we'll take that back bend. So bend your left leg, left knee, reach back, whatever you can grab or not. Gather your low belly, kick into their hand, push the floor away, breathing here. Great. And then release, extend. And hand and knee to the floor. Walk your hands forward, just about a handprint. Tuck your toes. We'll go ahead and lift the hips just into a gentle down dog. So nothing too crazy today. Let it be soft. Still 4 points of contact here. You can pedal the feet, move through the shoulders, shake the head yes and no. And keep it moving here. Go ahead and lift your heels high and then turn your heels to the right and let them settle down any amount, getting into that outer hip. Come back through center, lift the heels high, turn the heels to the left and let them settle, getting into the outer right hip. Great, turn the heels back through center, lift, and then release the heels down. Nice. Couple more breaths here, feeling that sturdiness, steadiness of the floor beneath you. Push the floor away, push down into your hands, push down into your feet, and lift your hips up and back. Lots of space around the head and the neck. Great, and then release, knees come down. Go ahead and widen the knees again and send your hips back towards your heels into child's pose. Nice. Once again, as you inhale, feel the floor, even the earth rise up to meet you. And as you exhale, let yourself settle into that support. So even as spring is activating us, all of that good energy, we don't want to let ourselves become ungrounded, untethered. So it's good to have these practices, these moments throughout the day when we can come back to the ground, come back to our roots here. Great. Let's come back up to hands and knees. And then we'll shift our weight to that left knee and step your right foot forward, inside or outside of the hand. I like outside these days. It just gives me a little more space. You can certainly come up on fingertips or have your hands up on blocks or even up to this top thigh. Okay. As we inhale, send your hips forward, chest forward. As we exhale, tuck your back toes and send your hips back any amount. Notice I'm lifting my front toes here, get a little more of a stretch into the calf, and then let's move back and forth. So inhaling, lift your chest. Exhale, send the hips back. Nice and flowy, just like the stream just downhill from me here. Great. Next time you come forward into your lunge, go ahead and stay. Walk your hands up to that front thigh and go ahead and lift your torso here up nice and tall. Reach that left arm up alongside your face. Push down into your mat as you lift up through the chest here. You're going to push into this front hand and find that openness in the chest here. Great. Welcome to stay right here. Welcome to release your right arm down. Take a little side bend. A little bit of a balance challenge here. So lift in and up on the inner thighs, low belly, as you press down into the floor. Great. Release. Bring your hands to that front thigh and send your hips forward a little bit more if you like. Another option is to take this a little bit deeper, is to reach back for your back foot here. If I can find it. Send your hips back over that back knee. Push down into that back knee. So if you have sensitive knees, this may not be for you. You can always take some padding underneath that back knee as well. Continue to lift up in the chest. This is a balance challenge, even though we're close to the ground. Welcome to keep this right hand down or bring your right hand to that foot as well. And continue to lift up into the chest. So the key here is to keep pushing down into the knee and the front foot and drawing in and up through the inner thighs, the low belly here, the chest. Great. When you're ready, slowly release. And then head back to table or downward facing dog. All right, we'll shake it out here.
Feel that difference between right and left side. And we'll bring the knees back to the earth. Shift your weight right and step that left foot forward, inside or outside the hands. Inhale, send your hips forward, lift your chest. Exhale, send your hips back. Tuck your back toes. Little sole of the foot stretch there. Inhale, come forward. Very grounded, very steady on the earth here. Exhale, go back. And then keep moving with your breath. Next time you come forward into your lunge, go ahead and stay. Walk your hands up to that front thigh and lift here. Okay, so you may need to walk this front foot in a little bit or back just so you feel a little more stable. Okay, and then push into that front thigh, lift your chest, and reach your right arm up and alongside your face here. I'm easily distracted by the stream down below. We have some skunk cabbage coming up. The raspberry bushes are starting to leaf out, the rose bushes. Let's side bend over to the left here if you choose, coming off center a little bit. So notice you may wobble a little bit, that's okay. Continue to find your breath low and slow in the waist here. And stay right here or come back up and we'll take that quadricep stretch. So again, yogi's choice here. Bend that back knee. Reach back for whatever you can grab. Just take the foot with the right hand first. I like to come forward of the kneecap. All right. So again, if you want some padding, you can take your sweatshirt or a blanket or roll up your mat. And a little padding underneath that knee is nice. But coming just ahead of the kneecap is helpful. Push into that front foot, push down into the knee, lift your chest. So we still want to feel grounded from the bottom up as we lift. And then yogi's choice to keep your left hand here or bring your left hand back to your right foot as well. Squeeze the shoulder blades together and lift your chest. Are you breathing here? It is a balance challenge. Whee. And then when you're ready, slowly release. We got a crow making some noise. And we'll head back to child's pose or downward facing dog. Nice. Pedal it out. Shake your head yes and no. Great. And then from here, coming back onto the knees. And be aware of your knees and toes here. Okay, you only go to where it feels comfortable. Good challenge for you. We're going to come into toes pose. So tuck your toes underneath you here. Bring your little toes with you. You can start off with the hips over the knees. And this may be enough of a stretch for the bottoms of the feet, kind of getting into the roots of the body here, our feet. This may be enough. If you'd like a little bit more, put a little bit more weight back on the feet here. Sit back on the heels. Make sure you're breathing. This tends to, if we have tight feet, tight ankles, tight Achilles, calves, we might start to hold our breath. So keep breathing here. Only go to where you can breathe easily. If you'd like a little bit more, you're welcome to sit back on the heels here. Hands can rest in your lap or come to heart center. And simply gazing at something pleasing in the natural world, if you can, out ahead of you. I'm looking at dandelions right now, some vinca flowers blooming, the lichen on the shagbark hickory here, as well as the buds of some of the dogwoods here in southwest Pennsylvania. So anything to distract you from the stretching and maybe the discomfort that's happening in your feet is helpful. And keep breathing here. If you'd like to take a little bit of a balance, you're welcome to do that as well. You can take toe balance, bring your fingertips to the floor, squeeze the knees together, and start to lift the knees. Again, you're welcome to keep the hands on the floor, bring one hand to the heart or both.
but sitting up nice and tall. Squeeze in towards the midline. Push down into the roots of your toes here. Find your balance. Again, there's always a little wobble in balance, so no worries. And it's always fun when you have a puppy come in and help with your balance as well. Nice. All right, bring your hands to the floor, and then we're going to widen the knees, bring the hands inside the feet, and just send the hips back a little bit and walk the hands forward. So a little bit of a stretch here for the back body. You can release your head, curl into a little ball here. The inner edges of the feet, the heels are close together if you can. And again, you can stretch forward as much as you like or not. And then maybe here you come up and keep the knees wide and come into a wide toe balance, wide knee toe balance here. See how that goes for us. Keep breathing, keep rooting down through the toes. Whee. And then as you're ready, reach forward. Here is a nice, we haven't done too much warm up for the arms, but if you have crow balance in your practice, you're welcome to take an arm balance. But for now, we're going to reach forward, send the hips back. You're welcome to use the hands on the floor at any time and start to set yourself down nice and easy. All right, I'm towards the edge of my mat, so I'm going to move towards center here. And we'll take, for the core of the body, we'll take a little activation for the core of the body here. All right, so feet about hip distance apart, hands can be behind the thighs or in front of the knees. As you inhale, lift your chest, take that cow pose variation. And as you exhale, round your spine, roll back off your tailbone, suck in your belly. Inhale, lift your chest, pull back on the knees. Exhale to round and curl in. Inhale, lift your chest, squeeze the elbows back. Exhale, draw the inner thighs in now. Draw the low belly in and up. One more time. Inhale. And exhale. Squeeze in towards the midline. This time come to a neutral spine. Shoulders over the hips here. And then as you exhale, hands behind the thighs. Simply straighten the arm. Lean back enough to straighten the arms here. But keep the low back lifted. So we're not rounding. Keep the low back lifted away from your mat. Important to keep the knees squeezing in towards one another, like you have a block or a cushion between the knees. And you're welcome to stay right here. You feel the belly working, hands are helping here, arms are helping you here. Very grounded still, close to the ground. You're welcome to release the arms here. Keep the chest lifted. Inhale and exhale. And once you feel a little bit of fatigue, a little bit of heat building up in the core of the body, and go ahead and release. Widen the feet, widen the knees. Give yourself a hug around the knees, shins, and then release the head. Feel that breath flood through the back body, the kidneys, the adrenals. Then we'll sit up nice and tall, heel toe the feet about hip distance apart, hands behind the thighs again. So inhale, lift your chest, and exhale, lean back just until the arms are straight. Keep the low back lifting the whole time and keep breathing. Maybe lifting the chin towards the sky now. It's a little bit overcast, so it's just perfect here. Nice temperature. And then welcome to stay here. Welcome to lift one foot off the floor or both, shins parallel with the floor. And again, using your hands, your arms to help you stay lifted in the chest. Inhale and exhale here. Maybe you stay here, maybe bring the knees and feet together and start to extend the legs any amount. Still using the hands behind us. Even if you're able to release the hands, why not use them to support you today? Feel that groundedness, that earthiness, that stability. I'll offer an option in a minute.
But notice how you can lift up through the chest a little more, lift up through the low back. Great. And then cross right shin in front of left. Sit up nice and tall. Stay right here. And feel the breath flood into the low belly, the internal organs here, low back and out. You're also welcome to fold forward and release. Inhaling and exhaling deeply. Last time here. Come on back up. And then take your variation of boat pose using the hands to start. So leaning back, feet on the floor, feet lifted or legs straight, your choice. All right, feel that lift up, grounded in the seat. Lift up through the chest. Wiggle your toes. Maybe looking up at this beautiful spring sky. And then if you like, you're welcome to release the hands. Palms face up here. Chest lifts, low back lifts. Inhale and exhale here. Great. All right, hands behind the knees. Go ahead and bend the knees. Look behind you. Make sure that you don't have any obstructions. You're welcome to stay right here. You're also welcome to play a little bit. We're rounding the back, rolling towards the top of the shoulders, and then come back up into boat pose. All right. So spring a little playful time here. Rounding back, and then coming back up. This deck is planks are a little bit uneven, so rolling off to the side, rounding back just to the tops of the shoulders, a little bit lower, and then back up. Nice. Using the core muscles here. You're welcome to release the hands. Lift up out of the low back as you come back up. Nice. Get some hang time when you come back up. Welcome to straighten the legs. Just playing around a little bit here. Nice. Keep going. If you wobble, that's fine. Last round here. Welcome to grab the peace, with the peace fingers, grab the big toes, lift the chest. Great. And then cross the left shin in front of the right, sit up nice and tall. Inhale and exhale. Reground, recenter here. If you'd like to fold forward over the legs, you're welcome to do so. Great. From here, let's come on to the belly. Take a few finishing postures here for our short practice. All right, so laying down on the belly here. Feet about hip distance apart. We'll take a little chest opener and a twist. So be aware of your shoulder, all right? Very grounded here. Let's go ahead and take our right arm out to the right, right? The arm is at or below the level of the shoulder. So at or below, just below the level of the shoulder, palm face down. Left hand just underneath the left shoulder. Turn your head to the left, and then we're going to roll onto the right side here. Right, I kind of keep reaching my right arm back, so I feel a nice stretch in the chest, but no unnecessary tweaking in the front of the shoulder. And then you're welcome to keep the leg stacked. You're welcome to bend this top knee and bring the foot behind you. Make sure that the head is in line with the spine, so it's not cranked in an uncomfortable position here. And then you can just let the weight of that top knee kind of open the hips out. Inhale and exhale. And let's come back to center. Chest down, hips down. Take a pillow with your hands and simply let yourself rest here. Feet nice and wide. Inhale into the low back. And exhale, sigh through the mouth. Okay, we'll take the other side. Bring the feet close together, about hip distance apart. Bring your left arm out to the left, at or a little bit below the level of the shoulder. Turn your head to the right, hand underneath the right shoulder, and start to walk your left fingers back as you open out onto that left side. Set your head down. Again, you can keep the legs stacked or bring that right foot behind you. Keep the chest open. Let the weight of that top knee move the hips back. And let's unwind, come back to center, feet nice and wide. You can turn the toes out. And then make a pillow with the hands and go ahead and rest here. Inhale deeply through the nose, fill up in the low back, and exhale, feel the whole front body just sink and melt into the earth. We'll take 5 breaths here, nice and easy, no rush. Then go ahead and bend the knees and just let the feet sway from side to side. Let the hips go with you. Let's come back to center. Release the feet down. Place the hands underneath the shoulders and go ahead and press up to hands and knees. And we'll make our way back to child's pose. Let your head be heavy. Let the forehead rest. All the tension in the temples, the forehead, the jaw releases down and away into the earth. And when you're ready, you can come up to a comfortable seat and sit on the shins or in a chair or cross-legged here. You are welcome. I would highly recommend, if you have time, to lay down on your back or rest in crocodile pose if you're outside, on your back in crocodile pose, and just let yourself be soothed by the sounds of nature around you. Maybe the pups that are snoring in the background. But do take some time, if you can have some flat time outside in nature, very soothing. You can get onto grass or on the ground, even better. But for now, we'll be here, wherever you've landed, laying down, reclined, or seated. Gently close the eyes, and as you inhale, feel the earth rise up to meet you. And as you exhale, feel yourself settle, be stabilized, steadied, grounded and nourished by the earth below. Inhaling, taking that nourishment up that's freely given to you from the earth. And as you exhale, let that nourishment settle into the body. Please stay here for as long as you would like. I wish you a peaceful and abundant
Earth Day. And may you move forward with a little more peace and abundance and generosity in your thoughts, your words, and your heart. Namaste.